Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a brilliant Christmas and you're all looking forward to the new year for 2022. So I've been making these cool little photo booth props today and I thought I would share with you how I've done it and how you can make your own. So I've made some glasses, as you can see, with 2022 on. I've made a moustache. Oops, that's not where it goes, is it? I've made a moustache as well. Some lips. And a little wavy hand and a bottle of champagne, and these will be brilliant for your New Year's Eve party, just to get everybody in the spirit of things. So let's jump into Cricut Design Space and I'll show you how to design these. They're really simple to do and we're using offset for the majority of them today as well, so that will be a new skill if you haven't learnt that before. So let's jump over to Design Space and get started. Here are the designs that I've picked so far to use for my photo booth props, and a couple of them I've made some changes to and we're going to show you what I've done to them now. So this one with the glasses and the 2022 on it, I have actually picked up two different items from Cricut Access images, and all I've done is got the glasses, and I'll link all of the image codes down below for you in the description. So if you want to use the same ones I've got here, you will be able to do that. And I will also put this design and this project into my profile. So if you just go to your search on the home page and then find me, here is my profile page, you'll see all of my shared projects, and when this video goes live, that one will be up on there as well, so you'll be able to use the exact designs that I've used. Don't forget, if you're not an Access subscriber, there will be a small charge for this. So okay, I've got all my different designs here and I'm just going to make a couple more changes to them so that I can make them into some awesome little photo props. So I've got this wavy hand here. I want to put an offset on it, so that basically is going to give it another layer and an outline around it. So when we cut it out on the Cricut, it's going to be two different layers and it's going to be in two different colours, and I've done that already with the camera and also with the moustache. Okay, so we're just going to go up to offset and then I'm going to type in the box there 0.2 centimetres, and I am working in centimetres today, so you can see that has applied a grey outline border around my little hand. So what I can do now is just change the colour of the outline. I think I'm actually selected the hand. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's gold now, and when I cut it out I'm going to do it in gold glitter and black glitter. Then for the moustache here, I've also got two layers, so I'm just going to ungroup this to show you. I've already given it a little border, and again I'm going to make that background gold. Oops, let's do it in the same gold so we can keep it on the same mat when we're cutting it. Okay, so we can pop that back onto there now. Let's group that one back together. I want to do the same with my lips, so let's offset. I'll just change that to 0.2 and apply. Oh, and it's put it behind there. It doesn't matter. There we go. Let's just send that to the back. There we go. They are there. And then with the glasses, I'm going to leave them as they are because I don't really want to make multiple layered glasses. The camera again is the same, so I'm just going to select that layer and I'm going to make that black, and then I'm going to make the other layer with the offset into the gold layer. Okay, so there's one more that I wanted to look for, and that was a champagne bottle. So I'm just going to go to images and type in champagne, see what comes up. It's been very slow recently actually finding the pictures. Let's have a look what we've got. I don't want anything that's too complicated. Let's go for this one. No, let's not. Let's go for this one because it's a single colour. I am going to give it an offset though, so that everything is going to be all together on one piece. So let's just get that. So we can get rid of that one and keep this one. And then we're going to go and change that to black. Okay, and then I'll apply an offset to it again of 0.2 centimetres. I'm trying to keep it all the same. Alright, now you can see with this one Let me just do that again. Okay, so we have applied the offset. Let's just make it orange. Okay, there we go. So you can see with that one, because it's got these little separate pieces here, the offset works brilliantly, because now when we stick those together, they're going to be all stuck together on the same piece, which is brilliant. So let's just group that. I'm going to just delete that one because I didn't want that one in the end. Okay, so now all we need to do really is resize. So I'm just going to make these a little bit smaller. So let's go over to Make It now and see if we can get all of these out of one piece of card, because that would be absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to change my A4. Okay, so I reckon I can move these around a little bit to make them fit. So what I'm going to do is start off with this mat, and I'm going to come up the top to these 3 dots in the blue circle that you can see here. If you click on that, you can click on Move Object, and then we can select which mat we want it to go on, and I want it to be on that one. So then I click on Confirm, and there it is. They are there, and they do fit, look. So I don't know why the Cricut is saying that they don't. I'm going to move that up there, and I'm actually going to give it a little bit of a rotate, very slightly, just so that it's up there. I'm going to rotate those a little bit as well. Alright, and then I'm going to come back down to here, and then I'm going to do the same again with this one. Just click on the 3 dots, move the object, choose the mat that's got everything on it, and it's there. So in order to fit that one on, it can go there, just like that. Alright, so I'm not going to cut out the camera for now, so I'm just going to cut out these ones. I've got everything off the other 2 mats. Now we need to do the same with the orange one, so let's just change the material size of that to A4 as well, and we don't need to worry because we're not cutting an offset with the glasses, so that's great. And then the camera is on a separate sheet anyway, so that's fine. So we're all ready to go. Okay, so let's click on Continue as the next step. Now we need to choose our base material. So I've got all my favourites set up here, and for this I'm going to be using glitter cardstock. So I'm going to actually choose the glitter cardstock setting. Another setting that I do like for glitter cardstock is poster board. It works really well on the whole generally as a setting. So what I would always recommend you do is make sure you do a little test cut. Just do something small in the corner and make sure that your setting is going to work for your material, because nothing worse than wasting a whole sheet of material like I did this morning with some HTV, because I didn't follow my own rule of doing a test cut first. Alright, so for this project I'm going to use traditional gold and black for my colour scheme. I'm just going to grab a light grip Cricut mat, and I'm going to apply my black card to my mat first of all. Let's take the cover off, and I'm going to go for this corner. This piece of card looks as though it has actually seen better days. It's a bit battered on the edges. Hopefully it'll be okay once we braid it down. I'm just going to get my brayer and give it a good roll, because there's a couple of bits that have lifted up on this particular piece of card. So just give it a good old braid down. I'm going to pop this into the machine and cut it out now. Alright then, so the black layer has cut, and you can see we've got a bit of lifting here, but I think that is literally just because of the thinness, shall we say, of the design here. We're going to have to be careful when we take out the cork and the little champagne drops though, just to make sure we don't lose them. So let's just flip the mat over and just carefully take off all the bits of the design. Not all of the waste is going to be waste, so just need to bear that in mind. And I'm keeping these little tiny pieces to one side. If I can get them off, I'm just going to put them over there. I've got my little moustache, which is actually cut perfectly. Just got a bit of waste to get out of that one. And then we've got the glasses on there also. So let's just get those out of there. They actually look okay size-wise. So I'll show you those in a little while, something to look forward to. We've got our little hand as well. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. I think I also need these tiny little bubbles here. So I'm just going to grab a scraper and I'm going to scrape them off. I'm going to keep them on my cutting mat over here, out of the way, so that when I am getting rid of all the other bits, I don't throw those out. Right, so let's get rid of all this off here. Just use your scraper to get off any tiny pieces that are still on your mat when you've cut it. When you put your first layer, all these little bits will be left, so you're going to need to just use your scraper to just get rid of those. Then you can apply down your gold piece of card and then cut that out next. Okay, so everything has cut out. The glasses look a brilliant size. I'm quite pleased with how they've turned out. And then you've got all the other bits. This is the one that I'm going to need to be very careful with when I'm sticking it together, because I've got quite a lot of pieces that are going to have to be glued. So I'm going to just get my tacky glue with the precision needle tipped bottle, and I'm going to do each piece individually. So just literally glue the back and pop that onto there. If you've got some tweezers, you can use those if it makes it easier for you, but I'm just going to use my fingers because it's not too delicate. This bit here is very thin and I'm not sure how we're going to get on gluing that, but this bottle will definitely make it easier. I'm just going to put some really tiny bits around that super thin piece of cardstock there, and I am going to use my tweezers for this one. And I'm just going to pop it on there. Just turn that round. And then press it down really gently with my fingers just to make sure it's in the right spot. And then of course we've got these little bubbles that we need to put on. And I'm not going to be too specific about where they're going to go. I'm going to just pop them on using my tweezers. They are literally so tiny that it's hard to pick them up off my desk just with my fingers anyway, so using these tweezers is a much easier way of doing it. And then I'm just going to drop it onto there. They are so tiny. Okay. And there's one more. This is like really tiny, and that's just going to go there. And then we've got these little bits with the cork flying out as well. I'm going to try and get it lined up so it looks cool. Just pop a little bit onto here. You could make these much bigger if you wanted to, depending on how big your party's going to be, I guess. But we don't really need them to be massive for ours. So there we go. That is just going to dry for a few minutes whilst I do the others quickly. Okay, so now all of our items have got their offsets against them, and don't they look brilliant with the offset? I think it just really sets it off, especially with the gold sparkle. It's a really traditional combo for New Year. You could use silver as well, which I think would look really nice. And if you wanted to go all out, why not use 2 offsets and have another layer behind the gold one just to finish it off even more sparkly. So I'm going to use just some normal skewers for this. These are just like your bamboo barbecue skewers, and all I'm going to do is just glue them onto my pieces using hot glue. So I've got my hot glue gun here, it is ready, and it's got a brand new glue stick in it. I'm just going to pop some glue on there and then pop it onto my item, being really careful not to touch it because I don't want to burn myself today. Then I'm going to get another one on the lips. I'm going to put this one at the side so that it can be held up at your lips as well. Then I'm going to do the same with this one and do it on the side, I think. So I don't want too much glue onto this one. So one person could be standing there with the lips on and the other person could be standing there with the moustache. And then we've also got the champagne bottle as well. I'm just going to grab another skewer because I didn't count very well. So here's another one for this one. So I'm going to actually break that one in half and just make it half sized, because this one isn't one that you're going to have to hold up to your face. Just pop that onto there. Okay, and then we've got our glasses here as well, so make sure you get it the right way round. And then I'm just going to pop the end of my skewer on the end here. So that one can be held up as well to your eyes. Just got to let those set a little bit and that is all done. Oh dear. Right, I haven't far too much fun with this, honestly. Right, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, I'd love to see you again for the next one. So don't forget to subscribe, drop me any questions or comments that you might have down below, and don't forget to hit the like button if you have learned something new and you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and thanks for all the support this year. It's been a crazy first year on YouTube, and all I have left to say now is have a great week, have a great new year, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.